Yes, accent. Oh. I was making fun of the one German we had in an audience for not having a sense of humor. Hashtag racism, but it doesn't matter because Hitler. That was all one hashtag. Tweet it out. Tonight's other guest segment thing is some highlights from the first GOP debate that I did. We did a live on Periscope. Me and this dude named Adam New. So here's the highlights, because most of it's unviewable.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I've never seen that. Fucking thing sucks. There's no words there. There's no words on it.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
I've never seen that.
Starring Adam New. This is my version of the Super Bowl, basically.
Yeah, and we don't want to wind up with a Janet Jackson situation.
I don't get it.
Or more recently, a Lenny Kravitz situation.
So, what are you listening to?
I'm watching Rick Perry trying to use words to create sentences.
Now, okay, here's the problem.
What?
We have no idea what the fuck we're doing. In that sense, we are very much like all of these candidates tonight.
Oh, of course. We probably have more of a clue of what they're doing.
In terms of intense patriotism, I have here my eagle-headed patriot stick, which is also the euphemism for penis. These are my hipster glasses. Hello, America. Now let's turn on my conservative pundit glasses. Okay.
He's also wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates cap
P
for
for
no goddamn
Piastra.
reason.
This is the Piastra Factor on air. The first live podcast. P for podcast. I even have one of those late night talk show blue card poops. This is
Nothing
my
about this
everyone
one.
is entitled to my opinion mug. I mean, we should have music playing during some of this. Seriously.
Great.
This is our senior political analyst, and resident Lays E-boy. Now, our pal Kyle Lafayette, I had told him to spread the word about this, and I promised him that I would say he was supposed to be here tonight, but he was kidnapped by ISIS, which is just a euphemism for he's busy in Virginia. Welcome to in 3 minutes, the Webby Award eligible special.
Webby, maybe like the Razzie version of the Webbies.
Literally just a giant coil taken from the couch that we spray paint to make it more shiny and put it on a little base. Oh God, look at this lineup.
Part of the great American process. All right, gentlemen.
The last raisin in a bowl of oatmeal.
They're basically saying they were all chosen by Roger Ailes.
Yes, Roger Ailes our nation. He's the ailment.
Yes,
He's in-
Harley Fiorina is your showstopper? You have a problem.
We're going to be shouting over each other in the spirit of Fox. If you're just tuning in, this is the perfect place because it is the beginning.
Find a way to do it, but
Hashtag boom shakalaka.
it would have been like hurting cats.
What is this, NBA Jam?
All right, guys.
I almost wish.
So the audience knows we're
Local.
gonna.
This coverage is also brought to you by ads for at-home lubricated catheters. Shows you the demographic. Because there are a bunch of dick holes that need to be plugged up. Get it? A bunch of dick holes that need to be plugged up!
It's going swimmingly.
It is 9 p.m. on the East
Sinking,
Coast.
drowning.
The moment of truth has arrived.
Fuck you, Brett Bear!
On the previous debate tonight,
You're going to hear that a lot through the
the
night.
Republican Party's nomination. Tonight,
Brett,
just a few
barely
hours ago,
human.
you heard,
You know, this just in. Like yesterday, Roger Ailes said of Jon Stewart, quote, I actually think he doesn't dislike me, unquote. It's right here. I'm not...
asking you for questions for the candidates.
Yeah, he compared him to Death from the Seventh Seal. Yeah, he's a huge fan of you, Roger.
He actually lives in Jersey, which is where this is being broadcast from.
14,000 of you submit a question.
He always has a gun on
You
him.
will hear us asking.
His office is bulletproof glass,
For the
windows.
candidates who will be answering.
At least he knows there should be people after him.
Positioned on the stage by how they stand in the polls. In the center of the stage tonight, businessman Donald Trump.
Dump.
Oh, look while he gets the biggest applause.
Darn old rump.
My list was...
New Jersey Governor.
Alright, Marco Rubio, the water drinker. Ted Cruz, the thunder from up over. Jeb Bush, third time's a charm, maybe. Rand Paul, the sensible one. Chris Christie, the king of go fuck yourself. Scott Walker, who? Mike Huckabee, might as well vote for Jesus. Ben Carson, the neurosurgeon without a brain. John Kasich. Seriously, who? And, of course, Donald Trump. No joke required.
We'll see.
Now, I'm wearing purple, which usually means bipartisan, but for me, I'm technically an independent. You're sitting on the left of this screen because you're a lefty. I'm sitting over here, but not on the right as an independent.
They're asking the first question. We need to look alive.
Is this Jeopardy? What?
Is there anyone on stage, and can I see hands, who is on support to the eventual nominee of the Republican Party and pledge to not run an independent campaign against that person?
I really wish Jiminy Glick would moderate these debates.
Raise your hand now if you won't make that pledge tonight.
Right?
Mr. Trump.
Of course. Why not?
I'm sorry.
Trump, to be clear,
Vice President.
standing on a Republican primary. I fully understand. The place where the RNC will give the nominee the nod.
There's going to be blood spilled tonight.
And experts say an independent run would almost certainly hand the race over to Democrats and likely another Clinton. You can't say tonight that you can make that pledge.
I cannot say. I have to respect the person that if it's not me, the person that wins. If I do win and I'm leading by quite a bit, that's what I want to do. I can totally make that pledge. If I'm the nominee, I will pledge I will not run as an independent. But
Earwax on top of a Q-tip.
with everybody.
See, the whole point is that they're going to pull him out. They want people to be worried that he's going to get the nomination, which he's not.
The thing that is probably most important is having a brain and to be able to figure things
Disqualified.
out and learn things.
We
And
should have
that's
one
what
election
will get us
cycle
on the right track now.
where we don't have liberals or conservatives. We have libertarians and the Green Party running.
When Jeb Bush.
If that were ever...
It won't happen.
I know, but if it could.
It might not be different if the political donors who donate to the two big parties would move to those third parties.
Right. If the limits of the debate were not decided beforehand, and they were allowed to talk about whatever they want, how different would this be? Which blonde android clone is that?
Megyn
Kelly. It is Megyn Kelly. She's so stupid she can't even spell Megan right. Spells it with a
Well, her
Y.
parents
You
can't.
call women you don't like
They named
fat
her.
pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
That was like 10 years ago. You used all of those recently.
See, he's turning it into a comedy.
Your Twitter
I want her to run, though.
Thank you.
Just so they could feud
for the
again.
record.
Trade
And the political correctness part I have to agree with, but that's
And
it.
Frank, we need quickness and we need brain in this country to turn it around.
None of which you have.
See, I didn't know this was directed by J.J. Abrams. Jabba the Hutt was just on the screen.
Is the economy downgrades?
His last name has Christ in it. He's got my vote. He's going to eat his words because, come on, he eats everything. He's a Tony Soprano wannabe. So Jabba the Hutt,
on a $29 billion budget.
there's a real illegal alien. Tonight, I am contractually obligated to claim that I am proud to introduce our new in-house band here on the show. Because this was on such short notice, I could only book a bunch of old white dudes playing the blues, which is blasphemous. But let's just have it serve as a symbol of racial tension in America. We're going to now cut away to the shot of the band playing. Yeah, where's Trump's birth certificate? He's not even from Earth. Or if he is, he's an Oompa Loompa that took growth hormones to seem normal height. So you get the inside scoop of the real conspiracy theories here on Kev's Conspiracy Corner. KKO. That's not going to work. I'm taking a bold position. Man spreading. There's an issue.
I think it's time to do. I think the next president ought to invoke the 5th and 14th Amendments to the Constitution.
Fuck.
Now that we clearly know.
No. No, fuck. Fuck.
The baby inside the mother's womb is a person at the moment of conception. The reason we know that it is because of the DNA schedule that we now have clear scientific evidence on. And this notion
DNA
that we just
schedule?
continue to ignore the personhood
The
of
fuck
the
is a
individual
DNA
is a
schedule?
violation of that unborn child's.
I'm more of a social
Where it
commentator.
costs more, where they're sicker.
More of a factivist than an activist.
We brought a program in here
I'm in the
to make
into
sure
the
that
macro
people get
issues.
on their feet.
Oh.
At DC Homo says, Christie cuts everything but calories.
Big business, big government, and big religion
They broke the law.
have done some good,
Felony.
but in the long run have ruined the world.
It's an
But thank you to Google for letting this be on YouTube, and thank you to the First Amendment for allowing me to say this, and thank you God for not letting me get shot for saying this.
for earned legal status.
Speaking of getting shot, Cecil the Lion.
Great majority of people
I'm all about preserving wildlife, but the media purposely focuses on the wrong issues. Evidently, the only African thing that gets shot that American whites care about is a lion.
Yet this week I did come up with a comprehensive
And
strategy.
gun control doesn't mean disarming those who already have guns.
We need to deal with.
It means making it harder for those with mental illness to have access to firearms.
And overstay. We need to be
That's all it ever meant.
strategic on how.
But let me get off my soapbox. We're sponsored by Dove.
Tragic.